The story of the Russian Tsars is a long and complex one. Our journey begins in the 9th century when a Viking chieftain named Rurik established his rule over Novgorod. The early Rurikid princes expanded their domains, consolidating their power through alliances and conquest. In the 10th century, they adopted Christianity, linking Russia to the Byzantine Empire. Over time, Moscow emerged as the dominant power among the Russian principalities. The Grand Prince of Moscow, Ivan III, threw off the yoke of Mongol rule in the late 15th century and declared himself Tsar of all Russia. Ivan III's grandson, Ivan IV, known as Ivan the Terrible, left an even greater mark on Russia's history. Ivan IV was a ruthless tyrant but also a visionary ruler who modernized Russia's army and legal system. He expanded Russia's borders by conquering the Kazan and Astrakhan Khanates, giving Russia control of the Volga River and opening up new trade routes to the east. Ivan IV faced opposition from the powerful boyar families, the traditional Russian nobility. To break their power, he unleashed a reign of terror known as the Oprichnina, creating a secret police force that terrorized the population and eliminated his rivals. Despite his brutality, Ivan IV is also remembered for his achievements, such as being a patron of the arts and literature and overseeing the construction of iconic landmarks like St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow. However, his legacy remains deeply controversial, remembered as both a great ruler and a bloodthirsty tyrant. The Oprichnina left a lasting scar on the Russian psyche, casting a long shadow over the reigns of his successors. After Ivan IV's death in 1584, Russia plunged into a period of chaos and upheaval known as the Time of Troubles. A succession crisis, coupled with famine, foreign invasions, and peasant uprisings, brought the country to the brink of collapse. This chaotic period finally ended in 1613, when a national assembly elected Michael Romanov as the new Tsar, marking the beginning of the Romanov dynasty. Michael Romanov's reign was marked by efforts to restore order and stability. His successors continued his work, gradually consolidating central authority and expanding Russia's borders. However, it was under the reign of Peter the Great, Michael's grandson, that Russia would undergo a truly transformative period. Peter the Great was fascinated by Western European technology, culture, and military organization. He believed that Russia needed to modernize in order to compete on the world stage. He traveled extensively in Europe and brought back new ideas and experts to Russia. He implemented sweeping reforms in the military, administration, education, and even fashion. Peter's most enduring legacy was the founding of St. Petersburg in 1703, envisioned as a window to the West. St. Petersburg quickly became a major center of trade, culture, and government. Peter the Great's reforms transformed Russia into a major European power. His reign marked a turning point in Russian history. It set the stage for Russia's emergence as a global empire in the centuries to come. Following Peter the Great's death, Russia experienced a period of instability and palace coups. However, the country's momentum toward modernization continued under Catherine the Great, who ruled from 1762 to 1796. Catherine was a shrewd politician and a patron of the arts and sciences. She embraced Enlightenment ideas and implemented significant reforms in education, law, and administration. Catherine expanded Russia's borders southward to the Black Sea by defeating the Ottoman Empire and participated in the partitions of Poland. Her reign is often considered the golden age of the Russian Empire, reaching the height of its power and influence. However, Catherine's reign was also marked by social tensions and inequality, with the vast majority of Russians being serfs. Despite these challenges, Catherine's reign solidified Russia's position as a major European power, and laid the groundwork for further expansion and modernization in the 19th century. The 19th century was a time of great change and upheaval in Russia. Alexander I began his reign as a reformer, but shifted to conservatism after the Napoleonic Wars. His successor, Nicholas I, was a staunch autocrat who suppressed dissent. The Crimean War exposed the weaknesses of Russia's military and economy, leading to calls for reform. Alexander II implemented a series of reforms, including the emancipation of the serfs in 1861. However, his reforms were met with resistance from both conservatives and radicals. The assassination of Alexander II in 1881 marked a turning point, ushering in a period of reaction under Alexander III. Nicholas II, the last Tsar of Russia, inherited a country on the brink of revolution. The Russo-Japanese War and World War I further exposed the government's weaknesses, leading to the February Revolution of 1917 and Nicholas II's abdication. The provisional government was overthrown by the Bolsheviks in the October Revolution, marking the beginning of Soviet communism and the end of the Russian Empire.